Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. Sa video na to ay magre-review tayo for Engineering Board Exam Mathematics. So kung gusto niyo itong matutunan, just keep on watching. Okay, so ngayon ay magre-review ulit tayo for Engineering Board Exam Mathematics. But this time, sa video na to ay magre-review tayo ng Mathematics Refresher, which is part 1. So sa Mathematics Refresher kasi, halo-halong branch ng math na yung pwede nating matanong dito. Unlike dun sa previous video ko na meron lang specific branch or topic ng math tayong dinidiscuss na yung mga tanong ay basa lang dun sa topic. This time, halo-halo yung itatanong ko ditong questions para sa gayon ay ma-practice na rin kayo sa pagsasolve ng problems in different branches of math. Okay? So, let's start with question number 1. So, if x minus 3 is a factor of the polynomial x to the 4th minus 4x cubed minus 7x squared plus kx plus 24, what is the value of k? So, obviously, apply natin dito yung factor theorem. So, ililet natin yung f of x na polynomial function. So, x to the 4th minus 4x cubed minus 7x squared plus kx plus 24. So, sulat nyo lang. And then, itong given na binomial, equate nyo siya sa 0. Then, solve for x. So, transpose si 3, magiging x is equal to 3. Ngayon, i-evaluate nyo yung f of x na nakuha nyo yung value ng x na 3. So, parang f of 3, substitute nyo yung 3 dito sa lahat ng x ng f of x. So, we have 3 to the 4th minus 4, 3 cubed minus 7, 3 squared plus k times 3 plus 24. And then, dahil factor daw tong x minus 3 ng polynomial na to, kapag in-evaluate nyo tong f of 3, dapat equal yan sa 0. So, tandaan nyo yun, kapag factor theorem, dapat equal sa 0 yung evaluation ng function doon sa isang number. So, pwede nyo nang i-shift solve sa calcu kasi may one, na lang kayo yung k. So, kapag sinulad yun sa calcu, shift solve, we have 3 to the 4th minus 4t cubed minus 7t squared plus 3x plus 24 equals 0. Shift solve, we have k is equal to 22. So, the answer is letter C. Okay? Next, we have the arithmetic mean and geometric mean of two numbers are 10 and 8 respectively. Find their harmonic mean. So, apply lang natin yung formula dito. Yung arithmetic mean, equal yon sa, let's say, AM, x1 plus x2 over 2. Yung geometric mean naman or GM equal yun sa square root nung x1 times x2. Tapos yung harmonic mean naman or HM equal yun sa 2x1 x2 over x1 plus x2. Okay, so sabi dito sa first sentence, yung arithmetic mean daw tsaka geometric mean ay 10, 8 respectively. So equate natin to sa 10. Equation 1. Tapos, yung geometric mean naman, itong formula, equate natin sa value na given na 8. Equation 2. So, meron tayong 2 equations in 2 unknowns. Pwede nating masolve yung x1 tsaka x2. So, pag ito, yung equation 1, minultiply natin both sides by 2, magiging cancel. So, x1 plus x2 is equal to 20. Multiply natin to by 2. Tapos, ito namang equation 2, pag in-square natin both sides, so, mawawala yung radical nung x1 times x2. So, parang x1, x2 na lang is equal to 8. 8 times 8 is 64. Okay. So, mapapansin nyo, dito sa formula, harmonic mean, meron tayong product na value, 64. Meron tayong sum na value, 20. So, pwede nyo i-substitute yan. So, parang 2 times yung x1 times x2 is, ito, 64. Over x1 plus x2, diba ito, 20. So, using calculator, masasolve nyo yung harmonic mean as 2 times 64 over 20 or simply 6.4. Okay, so therefore, the answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have, in how many ways can 9 books be arranged on a shelf so that 5 of the books are always together? Okay, so meron daw tayong 9 books. So, let's say, B, 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 2, 4, 6, 8, isa pa. So sabi dun, sa 9 books, i-arrange daw sila sa shelf such that yung 5 are always together. Okay, so ito si B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8, B9. So suppose, pagsasamahin natin as 1 yung 5 librong magkakatabi. So, ika-count natin yan as 1 since gusto nating magkatabi. Tapos itong natirang 4, separate books pa rin sila sa isa't isa. So therefore, ang arrangement natin dito ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 factorial times yung arrangement pa nung 5 libro na magkakatabi. So pwede pa yung 5 factorial, diba? Kasi 5 sila, pwede mo pa silang i-arrange in 5 factorial ways. So therefore, our answer is 5 factorial times 5 factorial. Or simply, 14,400. So therefore, the answer is letter B. Okay? For more problems about combination, permutations, and fundamental principles of counting, pwede nyong i-check yung video ko about Algebra 4, Part 1 and 2. Okay? Next, we have the tens digit of a number is 3 less than the units digit. If the number is divided by the sum of the digits, the quotient is 4 and the remainder is 3. What is the original number? Okay, so let x be the units digit and let y be the tens digit. So therefore, the number will be 10y plus x. Okay, o yung original number. So gawa tayong equation. So sabi, the tens digit of a number, so the tens digit y is equal 3 less than the units digit. So 3 less than the units digit, which is x. Equation 1. Next, sentence 2, we have if the number is divided by the sum of the digits. So if the number, so 10y plus x, is divided by the sum of the digit, the quotient, it is equal daw sa 4 and the remainder is 3. So 4 plus 3 over itong denominator, x plus y. So, di ba ganun tayo magsulat ng answer sa division kapag may remainder. Yung remainder over doon sa denominator or doon sa divisor. Okay? Now, solve natin ngayon yung number. So, since meron naman tayong 2 equations, tapos 2 unknown, pasolve natin to. So simplify muna natin tong equation 2. Multiply natin both sides by the LCD na x plus y. So, parang cancel dito sa x plus y. So, 10y plus x is equal to x plus y times 4. So, distributive 4x plus 4y. And then, ito, cancel din si x plus y. So, 3 na lang. Okay? Combine similar terms. So, transpose natin dito sa kabila yung y. So, negative 4y. Kasi x. So, negative 4x equals 3. So, 10y minus 4y is 6y. X minus 4x is negative. 3x is equal to 3. So, pwede pa natin i-divide both sides by 3 kasi may GCF sila na 3. So, parang 2y minus x is equal to 1. Okay? So, ngayon, pwede natin i-substitute dito yung y is equal to x minus c dito sa equation natin na nabuo. So, 2 times y is x minus 3. So, sinubstitute yung x minus 3 sa y. Minus x is equal to 1. So, we have 2x minus distribute 6 minus x is equal to 1. Then, 2x minus x is x. So, we have 1 transpose. So, 1 plus 6, x is equal to 7. So, when x is equal to 7, therefore, y is equal to 7 minus 3 is 4. So, therefore, the number is, y natin is 4. So, 10 times 4 plus x natin is 7. So, we have 10 times 4 plus 7 is 47. So, the answer is letter B. Okay? Anyway, for more problems about this, meron akong video about Algebra 3, Part 1 and 2. So, pwede nyo i-check yon. Okay? Next, we have, if tan A is equal to 1/3 and cot B is equal to 4, then tan A plus B is equal to, okay, so trigo. So, apply natin dito yung sum identity for tangent. So, we have tan A plus B is equal to tan A plus tan B over 1 minus tan A tan B, and tan A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B over 1 plus tan A tan B. So, meron na tayong tan A. Wala nga lang tayong tan B. Pero given tayo na cotangent B. So, di ba ang cotangent B is equal yan sa 1 over tan B. Kasi reciprocal sila. So therefore, tan B is equal to 1 over cotangent B. So masasolve natin si tan B pag ni-reciprocal natin yung value ni cotangent B, which is 4. So therefore, 1 over 4. So yan yung tan B. So meron na tayong value. So tan A is 1/3 and tan B is 1/4. So substitute natin dito sa formula na to. So we have 1/3 plus 1/4 over 1 minus 1/3 times 1/4. Okay, kasi tan A plus B yung hinahanap, diba? So using calculator, masasolve natin to as 7 over 11. So therefore, the answer is letter B. Okay? Next, we have, if an equilateral triangle is circumscribed about a circle of radius 10 cm, determine the side of the triangle. Okay, so ito yung itsura ng figure natin. Yung equilateral triangle daw is circumscribed about a circle. So kapag circumscribed, nasa loob ng triangle yung circle. Kapag inscribed naman, nasa loob naman yung triangle doon sa circle. Okay? So, meron daw tayong circle na radius 10. So, ito yung circle natin na may radius R, which is 10. Tapos, ano daw yung side nung equilateral triangle? So, suppose S tong side nung equilateral triangle natin. So, therefore, itong nabuo nating triangle na to, isa siyang right triangle, right? So, meron tayong legs na 10. Tapos, meron tayong isa pang leg. Ito yung R natin, yung radius, which is 10. Tapos, yung isang leg natin na to ay kalahati. Kasi mababisect netong radius yung side na to nung equilateral triangle. So, 1/2 S. Okay? Tapos, di ba kapag equilateral triangle, 60, 60, plus 60. Tapos, itong segment na to, mababisect net niya itong angle na to, 60. So, therefore, 30 to. So, parang meron tayong right triangle na ganito. 30, 60, 90. 1/2 S, tapos 10. Okay? So, masasolve natin tong S using, ano na lang, tangent function. So, parang tan 30 is equal to opposite over adjacent. So, 10 over 1/2 S. So, therefore, S is equal to 10 over 1/2 tan 30 degree. So, therefore, our answer is 20 square root of 3 or approximately 34.64 cm. So, letter A. Okay? Next, we have 3 circles with radii 3, 4, and 5 inches respectively are tangent to each other externally. Find the largest angle of a triangle formed by joining the center. Okay, so meron daw tayong tatlong circle na tangent externally to each other at these points. So, yung radius daw nila ay 3, 4, tsaka 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so find the largest angle of a triangle formed by joining the center. So, ito yung naging triangle na nabuo natin. Pag kinumbine daw natin yung bawat centers nila. So, parang 3 plus 4, 7. 4 plus 5, 9. 3 plus 5, 8. So, parang meron tayong 7, 8, 9 side na triangle. So, ngayon, ang tanong, find the largest angle of a triangle formed by joining the center. Saan dito yung pinakamalaking angle? So, obviously, opposite siya dun sa pinakamalaking side, which is yung 9. So, ito yung hahanapin natin. Right? So, pangalan natin, A, B, C. Okay? So, since meron tayong tatlong sides na given, tapos yung hinahanap natin na yung included angle nitong side na may 7 tsaka 8 na length, pwede natin gamitin yung cosine law. So, di ba parang ano yan? So, itong 9, siya yung small a, yung 8 siya yung small b, tapos yung 7 siya yung small c. So, parang gusto natin itong angle na to. So, gamit natin yung a. So, a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Okay? So, ito yung gusto natin yung angle A. So, solve natin yung cos A dito. So, parang A squared is 9 squared is equal to B is 8 squared plus C is 7 squared minus 2BC which is 8 times 7 cos A. Okay, so masasolve natin dito si cos A. Parang 9 squared minus 8 square minus 7 square over negative 2 times 8 times 7. Tapos, r cosine A yan or inverse cosine A. So, parang A is equal to r cos of etong value na to. So, solve natin sa calculus. So, shift cos 9 squared minus 8 squared minus 7 squared over negative 2 times 8 times 7 is 73.398 degree. So, the answer is letter C. Okay? Next, we have an observer found the angle of elevation at the top of the tree to be 27 degree. After moving 10 meter closer on the same vertical and horizontal plane as the tree, the angle of elevation becomes 54 degree. Find the height of the tree. Okay, so drawing tayo. So, suppose, ito raw yung tree natin. Okay? Tapos, yung an observer daw found the angle of elevation at the top of the tree to be 27 degree. So, halimbawa, ito yung horizontal natin. So, nandito yung observer. Tapos, yung angle of elevation daw dun sa top ng tree ay 27 degree. So, ito yung height ng tree. Tapos, after moving 10 meters closer, so naglakad daw siya dito. Let's say, 10 meter closer. So, yung angle of elevation daw ulit dun sa top ng tree hanggang doon sa point kung saan nag-travel siya ng 10 meters ay 54 degree. Okay, so, find the height of the tree. Okay, so, nakabuo tayo dito ng right triangle, right? So, pwede natin ma-solve si h by what? So, let x natin tong distance na to. Okay? So, gamit tayo ng tangent function. So, tan 54, considering itong triangle na to, equals h over x. Right? Equation 1. Tapos, equation 2, consider naman natin itong buong triangle na to. So, tan 27 naman, itong angle na to, equals opposite over adjacent. H over this time, itong legs na to. Kasi yung kabuang triangle yung kinonsider natin. Which is, yung leg ay equal sa x plus 10. Right? Equation 2. Okay? So, pwede natin ngayong masolve tong two variables into equations. So, gusto natin si h, right? So, solve natin tong x in terms of h sa equation 1. So, cross multiply. So, x is equal to h over tan 54. So, substitute ngayon natin tong x dito sa equation 2. So, parang tan 27 degree is equal to h over x now is h over tan 54 plus 10. So, shift solve nyo na lang to. So, input nyo sa calcu, tan 27 is equal to alpha x over tan 54 plus 10. Shift solve. So, solve nyo si x or h as 8.09 meters. So, therefore, the answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have the sides of a triangle lie on the lines x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and 3x plus 4y equals 12. Find the radius of the circle inscribed in the triangle. Okay, so plot muna natin yung mga lines. So, di ba yung line na x is equal to 0, ano yun? Y-axis. Right? So, ito yon. Tapos, yung y is equal to 0, ano yun? X-axis. So, ito yon. Okay? Tapos, 3x plus 4y equals 12. So, graph natin yung 3x plus 4y equals 12. So, intercept na lang. So, kapag 0 si x, ano si y? So, 0 to, parang y is equal to 12 divided by 4, right? Or 3. So, meron tayong 0, 3. Tapos, kapag sinat ko naman na 0 si y, parang 3x plus 0 is equal to 12. So, x is equal to, divide both sides by 3. X is equal to 4. So, meron tayong 4, 0. So, plot natin itong dalawang point, 0, 3. So, ito yung origin, di ba? 1, 2, so, 1, 2, 3. Ito yun. 0, 3. Tapos yung 4, 0. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 0. So, connect natin. Yan. So, ito yung line natin na 3x plus 4y equals 12. Tapos, meron daw tayong naka-inscribe na circle. So, parang mapapansin nyo, anong nabuo natin? Right triangle, right? Tapos, ito yung dimension niya. 3 units yung isang leg, tapos 4 units yung isang leg. Diba? Tama? So, ito yung nabuo natin, diba? 3 units, tapos 4 units yung isang leg. Tapos, meron daw inscribed circle. So, nasa loob nung right triangle tong circle na to. Okay? So, ano daw yung radius? Now, meron ako ituturo sa inyong shortcut kapag ganito yung case. Kapag meron kang right triangle, tapos meron naka-inscribe na circle sa loob nun. Masasolve natin yung radius ng circle na yon by using the formula r is equal to 1/2 a plus b minus c. So, itong r, siya yung radius ng circle, inscribed circle. Yung a plus b, yung a tsaka b, siya yung dalawang legs, tapos yung c, siya yung hypotenuse. So, di ba meron tayong sides na 3 tsaka 4, siya yung legs, sila yung legs. Ngayon, kulang na lang natin ay yung hypotenuse na c. Masasolve natin yung hypotenuse na c using Pythagorean, which is a squared plus b squared square root. So, pag sinolve natin si c, magiging square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared is equal to square root of 9 plus 16, or square root of 25 is 5. So, therefore, our C is 5. So, substitute na natin. So, 1/2 times, let's say A natin ay 3, plus B natin ay 4. So, minus C, which is 5. We have 1/2 times 3 plus 4 minus 5 is 7 minus 5 is 2. Or, 1/2 times 2 is 1. So, therefore, the answer is 1. The radius of our circle is 1. Okay, letter B. Next, we have transform r squared equals 4 sine 2 theta in Cartesian coordinates. Okay, so meron tayong equation in polar form. I-convert daw natin into Cartesian form yung equation na to. So, derive muna natin yung relationship on how to change Cartesian coordinates to polar coordinates. Halimbawa, meron ako nilagay na polar coordinates sa rectangular coordinate system na let's say, ito, r with a certain angle theta. So, r theta. Therefore, ito yung corresponding x and y coordinate niya. Okay? So, ito ay y units, ito ay x unit. So, meron tayong right triangle. So, from Pythagorean theorem, masasolve natin yung relationship ng r tsaka x tsaka y. Solve natin yung relationship ng r, x tsaka y. So, di ba, r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared, right? Or r is equal to square root of x squared plus y squared. Okay? Tapos, dun naman sa relationship nung r, y, tsaka theta, let's use sine theta. So, sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So, opposite nung theta is y. So, y over hypotenuse na r. So, parang y is equal to r sine theta. Okay? Then naman sa relationship ng r, theta, tsaka x. So, gamit naman tayo ng cosine theta. So, cosine theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. So, we have adjacent is x over hypotenuse na r. So, therefore, x is equal to r cosine theta. So, ito yung mga relationship natin. Okay? Ngayon, apply natin to para ma-convert itong polar coordinate equation into Cartesian coordinate. So, r squared equals 4 sine theta. So, di bang equal tong r squared saan? Dito sa x squared plus y squared. So, substitute natin. X squared plus y squared equals for sin 2 theta. So, yung sin 2 theta, pwede natin i-apply yung identity sa trigo. Diba yung sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. So, pag sinasubstitute natin, parang magiging ano yan, 4 times, yung sin 2 theta nga, gawin natin 2 sin theta cosine theta. So, therefore, we have 4 times 2 sin theta cosine theta is 8 sin theta cosine theta. So, dapat maalis natin itong theta ng dalawa. Dapat, xy lang yung variable natin. So, gamitin natin yung relationship ng theta doon sa x sa y. So, di ba ito yung sin theta equal yan sa y over r, tapos yung cosine theta x over r. So, substitute natin. So, 8. So, sin theta is y over r. And then, cos theta is x over r. So, we have 8xy over r squared. So, meron na tayong x squared plus y squared equals 8xy over r squared. Kasi hindi pa tayo tapos kasi may r squared ulit tayo. So, dapat mawala yun. So, para mawala yun, apply ulit natin tong formula na to, yung r squared equals sa x squared plus y squared. So, substitute natin. X squared plus y squared equals 8xy over x squared plus y squared. So, pwede natin i-multiply both sides sa x squared plus y squared para makancel yung LCD. We have sa left side, x squared plus y squared quantity squared is equal to 8xy. Tapos makakancel natin to. So, therefore, this is our answer. X squared plus y squared quantity squared is equal to 8xy. So, the answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have determine B such that 3x plus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0 is perpendicular to 2x minus by plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, for two lines to be perpendicular, dapat yung slope nila ay equal yung product ng slope sa negative 1. Or yung slope ng isa ay negative reciprocal nung isang slope. So, therefore, solve natin yung slope nung first line tsaka second line. So, gamit tayo ng y equals mx plus b. So, transform natin itong equation 1 into y equals mx plus b form. So, 3x plus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. So, 2y is equal to transpose si 3x kasi negative 7 sa right. So, magiging negative 3x plus 7. Then, divide both sides by 2. So, we have y is equal to negative 3 halves x plus 7 over 2. So, therefore, yung line na to ay may slope na negative 3 halves. Tapos, itong pangalawang line na merong equation na 2x minus by plus 2 is equal to 0. So, yung b yung unknown. So, transform natin to slope-intercept form. So, we have negative by is equal to transpose si 2x kasi 2 magiging negative 2x minus 2. Then, divide both sides by negative b. So, therefore, y is equal to 2 over bx minus 2 plus 2 over b na. So, ito na yung m2 natin. 2 over b. So, y equals mx plus b. Kasi yung m yung slope, b yung y-intercept. So, sabi, dito sa equation natin, m1 times m2 equals negative 1. So, therefore, multiply natin tong dalawa. Negative 3 halves yung m1 times 2 over b yung m2 is equal to negative 1. Now, we can solve for b. So, we have negative 6 over 2b is equal to negative 1. Cross multiply. So, we have negative 6 equals 2b times negative 1 is negative 2b. Then, divide both sides by negative 2. We have b is equal to, cancel si negative 2. b is equal to negative 6 divided by negative 2 or positive 3. So, therefore, the answer is positive 3, letter A. Okay? Next, we have an urn contains 4 black balls and 6 white balls. What is the probability of getting 1 black ball and 1 white ball in 2 consecutive draws from urn? Okay, so probability. So, yung formula natin for probability of an event, let's say probability of event E is equal to the number of element of event E over the number of sample space. So, yung event E natin dito ay yung probability na makakapag-draw tayo ng 1 black ball tsaka 1 white ball kapag nagdraw tayo ng dalawang consecutive ball dun sa 4 black balls saka 6 white balls. So, ang sample space muna natin dito ay gamitin natin yung natutunan natin dun sa video ko about fundamental principle of counting using combination. So, kapag bubunot tayo ng dalawang bola doon sa 4 black balls saka 6 white balls, ilan lahat yon? 10, right? So, we have NCR. Yung 10 natin doon, siya yung N. Tapos, yung R natin ay kung ilan yung bubunutin natin, dalawa. So, 2. So, ito yung sample space natin. Ito yung lahat ng possible combinations ng bola kapag bumunot tayo ng dalawa. Okay? Doon sa earn. Then, dun tayo sa event E. Ano yung number of combinations na kapag nag-draw tayo ng dalawang ball, isang black tsaka isang white? So, NCR pa rin. So, dun muna tayo sa black ball. So, di ba meron tayong 4 black ball? Tapos bubunot tayo ng isang black ball lang. So, NCR, yung N mo doon ay 4 kasi 4 black balls. C, tapos yung R mo ay 1 kasi isa lang yung black ball na kukuhain mo. Then, laging times. Okay? Doon naman sa white ball. So, ilan ba yung white ball? 6. So, yung N mo sa white ball ay 6. Then, C. Tapos, ilan yung kukuhain mo? Isa lang din. So, R mo din ay 1. So, therefore, yung sum nila ay 2 balls. Kasi 1 plus 1 is 2. So, ito yung sagot natin. 4C1 times 6C1 over 10C2. So, gamit tayo ng calculator, masasolve natin yung sagot as 8 over 15 or in decimal, 0.533. So, therefore, the answer is letter B. Okay? Next, we have find the probability that a couple having 3 children will have at least 1 girl. Okay. So, ganun pa rin, probability of event E is number of element of event E over number of sample space. So, ano ba yung sample space natin dito? So, di ba magkakaroon sila ng 3 children? So, parang fundamental principle of counting. So, ilan yung possible combination ng children? So, drawing tayo ng tatlong line. So, di ba, either 2 lang naman yung gender ng baby, boy or girl. So, therefore, sa unang anak nila, ilan yung choice? Dalawa. Boy or girl. Sa pangalawa, dalawa lang din. Boy or girl ulit. Tapos pangatlo, dalawa for boy or girl. So, therefore, yung total number of sample space natin ay 2 times 2 times 2 or 2 cube or simply 8. Okay. Ngayon, doon naman tayo sa number of sample, sa number ng element ng event E natin, which is yung gusto natin, yung probability na at least 1 ay girl. So, kung at least 1, pwedeng isa lang yung girl, pwedeng dalawa yung girl, at pwedeng tatlo, puro babae. So, meron tayong tatlong cases. So, sa case 1, kapag 1 girl lang. Case 2, 2 girls. Case 3, 3 girls. Now, dun muna tayo sa first case na kapag 1 girl lang. So, kapag 1 girl lang, therefore, yung anak nila ay girl, boy, boy. Right? Kasi isa lang yung girl eh. Ngayon, pwede natin itong i-arrange. Pwedeng yung girl ay yung panganay, pwedeng yung girl yung pangalawa, pwedeng yung girl yung bunso. So, pwede natin gamitin dito yung concept ng arrangement of letters in a word. So, di ba 3 letters to? 3 factorial over, ilan yung naulit? Yung B, dalawa. So, 2 factorial. So, ito yung case for 1 girl. So, ito yung number of order for 1 girl na anak. Tapos ito naman sa 2 girls. Kapag 2 girls, pwedeng G, G, B. Tapos pag in-arrange natin to, apply pa rin natin yung ginawa natin dito sa unang case. So, 3 pa rin, kasi 3 letters. 3 factorial over, yung naulit? This time, G, dalawang G. So, over 2 factorial. Okay? Next, dito sa tatlong girls. So, we have G, G, G. So, isa lang naman arrangement nito. Kahit i-apply natin yung ginawa natin dito sa 1 girl tsaka 2 girls. So, 3 factorial over 3 factorial or 1. So, therefore, ano yung 3 factorial over 2 factorial? 3, right? So, we have, for case 1, meron tayong 3 ways. Sa case 2 na 2 girls, meron din tayong 3 ways. Tapos, sa 3 girls, meron tayong 1 way lang. So, ilan yung total na to? 3 plus 3 plus 1 equals 7. So, therefore, ito yung number of element natin dun sa event natin. So, therefore, we have 7 over 8. Kasi 8 yung sample space na nakuha natin, or 2 cubed. So therefore, our answer is 7 over 8. Okay, letter A. Okay? The area of a rhombus is 168 square meter. If one of its diagonal is 12 centimeter, find the length of the sides of a rhombus. Okay, so drawing tayo ng rhombus. So sabi, yung area daw ng rhombus ay 168. Tapos yung diagonal na isa ay 12. So diba ito yung diagonal niyan? By the way, yung diagonals ng rhombus ay perpendicular sa isa't isa, tapos nagbabisect sa each other. So equal to dito, tas ito dito. Okay? So, ang formula rin for area ng rhombus ay 1/2 d1 d2. d1 yung first diagonal, dito yung second diagonal. So, masasolve natin yung second diagonal. Pag sinubstitute natin yung first diagonal. So, di ba 168 is equal to 1/2. d1 is, let's say, yung 12, tapos d2. So, masasolve natin yung second diagonal na 168 times 2, cross multiply, tapos divide 12. So, we have d2 as 168 times 2 over 12 or 28. So, therefore, meron na tayong dalawang diagonals. So, di ba, let's say ito yung longer diagonal ko na 28. Tapos, ito yung shorter diagonal ko na 12. So, di ba sabi ko nga, binabisect ng dalawang diagonals ng isa't isa. So, therefore, kung kukonsider natin itong triangle na to, itong side na to, di ba ito yung 12, kalahati lang to. So, 6, 6, tapos itong 28 na diagonal, 14, 14. So, parang meron tayong right triangle na ito. So, ito yon 14, tapos 6. Tapos, ito yung side nung rhombus. Let's say S. Yung hypotenuse. So, masasolve na natin yung hypotenuse. Pythagorean. So, S is equal to square root of 14 square plus 6 square. So, using calculator, we have S is equal to 2 square root of 58 or approximately 15.23. So, therefore, the answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have a ladder 25 feet long is leaning against a vertical wall. If the bottom of the ladder is pulled horizontally from the wall at 3 feet per second, how fast is the top of the ladder sliding down the wall when the bottom is 15 feet from the wall? Okay, so related rates. So, meron daw tayong ladder na nakalin against sa wall. So, ito yung wall, tapos ito yung ladder. Tapos yung ladder ay 25 feet long. So sabi, nag-i-slide down daw itong ladder. So parang gumaganyan siya with a certain rate. So yung rate daw ng pag-slide down niya horizontally ay 3 feet per second. 3 feet per second. Ang tanong, ano raw yung rate ng pag-slide down niya vertically? So ito. Anong rate yan? So parang meron tayong mabubuong right triangle, 'di ba? So ito yung y, ito yung x, tapos ito yung 25 feet. So yung dx over dt kasi related rate, so meron tayong rate, 'di ba? 3 feet per second. Tapos ito yung dy over dt, yung change ng y with respect to time ay unknown. Okay? So hanapin daw natin yung dy over dt when itong x daw is 15 feet from the wall. So, kung naging 15 feet na yung distance nung bottom part ng hagdan dun sa wall, ano daw yung rate ng dy over dt o yung pag-slide down vertically nung hagdanan. So, apply muna natin dito yung Pythagorean theorem. So, we have x squared plus y squared is equals to 25 squared, right? So, we have x squared plus y squared is equal to 625. Ngayon, pwede nating i-differentiate both sides of the equation with respect to time. So, parang magkakaroon tayo ng implicit differentiation. So, differentiate natin both sides. So, itong x squared, 2x. Tapos, since implicit tayo, with respect to time tayo, lalagyan mo lagi ng dx over dt. Okay? Plus, itong 2y din, derivative natin, 2y. Tapos, lagyan mo ng dy over dt. Okay? Equals, itong constant, pag differentiate mo, 0, right? So, equal 0. So, pwede natin makancel tong 2. So, magiging x dx over dt plus y dy over dt equals 0. So, ang hinahanap natin ay ito. So, paghiwalayin natin. So, we have x dx over dt is equal to negative y dy over dt. Then, divide both sides by negative y. Para dy dt lang yung mahanap natin. So, we have negative x over y dx dt is equal to dy over dt. So, pwede natin i-substitute yung mga values natin. So, diba itong dx over dt, ano yan? 3 feet per second. Times itong x. Yung x natin is 15, right? So, lugan mo 15 kasi yung distance nung hagdan dun sa wall at the bottom. Tapos yung y, masasolve natin si y using Pythagorean, di ba? X squared plus y squared is equal to 625. So, sabi yung x mo raw ay 15. So, 15 squared plus y squared is equal to 625. So, y squared is equal to 625 minus 15 squared is, ilan yun? 225. So, we have y is equal to square root of 625 minus 225. Or simply, y is equal to 20. So, therefore, substitute natin yung y na 20 dito. Okay, so therefore, our answer is 15 times 3 over 20. Which is equal to 9 over 4 or 2 and 1/4 feet per second. So therefore, our answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have evaluate the limit of x cubed minus 2x plus 9 over 2x cubed minus 8 as x approaches infinity. Okay, so limits at infinity. So kapag ganito yung case, lagi niyong gagawin, titignan nyo yung pinaka-highest exponent na nag-appear doon sa variable. Ano ba yun? Diba 3? Both sa numerator tsaka denominator. Kung ano yung mas mataas dun sa numerator or denominator, yun yung pipiliin nyo. But since pareho nga silang 3 sa numerator tsaka denominator, x cube yung pipiliin nating highest exponent. So, divide natin both numerator and denominator by x cube. So, divide natin tong numerator by x cube, then yung denominator by x cube. So, yung quantity. So, parang x cube divided by x cube is 1 na lang minus 2x divided by x cube is 2 over x plus 9 divided by x cube is 9 over x cube over itong baba. 2x cube divided by x cube is 2 minus 8 divided by x cube is 8x cube. Okay, so limit as x approaches infinity. So, kaya tayo nag-divide both numerator and denominator, i-apply natin yung theorem on limits at infinity. Kapag meron kang limit na yung x ay nag-approach sa infinity at meron kang denominator na x, tapos with ratio sa certain exponent, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Kung ang limit mo ay positive infinity, laging yung magiging sagot mo dito kapag in-evaluate mo tong limit nung may mga denominator na x, kahit anong exponent meron sila, laging 0 yon. So, di ba itong 2 over x, 9 over x cube, tsaka 8 over x cube, meron silang denominator. So, pag in-evaluate natin yung limit as x approaches infinity, 0 lagi yon. Kasi yung limit pwede mong i-distribute, di ba, term by term. So, parang ang matitira ay itong limit of 1 as x approaches infinity, tsaka limit of 2 as x approaches infinity. Kasi ito, 0 na tayo. Parang 1 minus 0 plus 0 over 2 minus 0. So, parang, di ba pag constant naman, yun na yun. Parang 1 over 2. So, therefore, the limit is 1/2. Okay? So, ganun lang kapag limits at infinity. Divide nyo sa highest exponent yung both terms sa numerator and denominators. And then, yung may mga denominator na x, automatic makakancel yan, magiging 0 yon. So, matitira nyo lang yung may mga wala. Which in our example, 1 tsaka 2 lang. So, 1 sa numerator, tsaka 2 sa denominator. So, therefore, 1/2. So, therefore, the answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have the sum of two positive numbers is 21 if the product of one of the numbers by the square of the other is to be a maximum. What are the numbers? Okay, so let x, first number, y second number. So the sum of two positive numbers is 21. So equation 1 will be x plus y is 21 since yung sum daw nila ay 21. Tapos if the product of one of the numbers by the square of the other is to be a maximum. So i-multiply daw natin yung isang number doon sa square nung isa. So let's say yung x na lang, multiply natin sa square nung isa na y. So y squared. Ito raw yung i-maximize natin. So gagamit tayo ng differential calculus, maximum minima. So what are the numbers? Okay, so it's up to us kung ano isasolve natin dito sa first equation. Let's say y na lang. Y is equal to 21 minus x. So transpose natin to dito. Okay? So therefore, pwede natin i-substitute itong y dito sa product na i-maximize natin in terms of x na lang bale. So x times yung y ay 21 minus x. Then meron tayong square, so may square din yung quantity. So ito yung i-maximize nating function. Function of x na lang siya. F of x is equal to x times quantity 21 minus x squared. Okay? So, pag magma-maximize tayo, hanapin natin yung first derivative. So, f prime of x is equal to product rule. So, let's say derivative muna natin itong first function na x. So, 1. And then, copy natin yung second function na 21 minus x squared. Then, plus. This time, copy naman natin yung x, yung first function. And then, derivative natin itong second function na 21 minus x quantity squared. So, parang 2, chain rule, 21 minus x times negative 1. Para dito sa derivative ng inside function. Negative x is negative 1, right? Chain rule lang yung 2 binaba ko, tas nabawasan ng exponent yung exponent natin na 2, so 1 na lang. And then, differentiate mo yung inside function na 21 minus x. Ang derivative lang nun ay negative 1. Okay, so simplify natin. So, factor out natin tong 21 minus x. So, parang 21 minus x na lang. Plus, ito ay 2 or negative siya kasi may negative 1. So, negative 2x na lang. Then, simplify natin. 21 minus x times, ito, 21 minus x minus 2x is 21 minus 3x. So, ito na yung f prime of x natin. Ngayon, ang next step, equate natin siya sa 0. Tapos, solve natin for x. So, parang 0 is equal to 21 minus x times 21 minus 3x. So, ngayon, solve natin for x. Diba? Parang quadratic. Meron tayong dalawang solution. 21 minus x is equal to 0. 21 minus 3x is equal to 0. And-equate natin each factor to 0. So, therefore, for the first solution, we have x is equal to 21. So, transpose lang dito si x. Tapos, sa second equation, ang solution natin ay 21 is equal to transpose si negative 3x. So, 3x na siya. Divide 3. X is equal to 7. So, therefore, the numbers are either 21 or 7. Pero, hindi pwede yung 21. Kasi kapag 21, 0 yung isang number, right? At kapag minultiply mo yung 0 times 21, 0 yung product. So, hindi siya maximum. Therefore, 7 yung pipiliin natin. Kasi, pwede tayong makasolve ng isang number. Diba yung 7 ay yung x? So, kung 7 natin ay x, ano si y natin? 21 minus 7 or 14. So, therefore, the two numbers are 14 and 7. Okay? Letter A. Next, we have, find the area bounded by the curve 4y equals x squared and x plus 4 equals 2y. Okay, so, integral to. So, hanapin natin yung area bounded by the two curves, which is yung isa parabola, tas yung isa ay line. Pero mahalaga, ang una muna nating isolve dito ay yung intersection ng dalawang curves. So, solve natin simultaneously itong dalawang equations natin. So, pwede natin ditong i-substitute yung y as, divide natin both sides by 4. So, parang y is equal to x squared over 4. So, substitute ngayon natin itong y is equal x squared over 4 dito sa linear equation natin. So, we have x plus 4 equals 2y. Yung y, papalitan ko ng x squared over 4. So, masasolve natin dito yung x na lang, diba? So, parang x plus 4 is equal to 2x squared divided by 4 is simply x squared over 2. And then, multiply natin both sides by 2 para makancel yung denominator. We have distribute 2x plus 8 is equal to x squared. So, meron tayong quadratic. So, transpose ko na lang dito yung mga x saka constant. So, we have x squared minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. So, solve natin yung x. Factor na lang natin. So, we have 2, 4, x, x. So, negative, positive. So, we have x minus 4 is equal to 0, x plus 2 is equal to 0. So, we have x is equal to 4, and x is equals to negative 2. So, therefore, ito yung intersections natin nung dalawang graphs. So kung magdodrawing tayo ng vertical strip, yung first limit natin ay yung negative 2, so around dito, tapos yung isa around dito, positive 4. Okay? Tapos, kailangan natin ma-determine kung ano yung mas mataas sa isang graph. Yung line ba o yung parabola. So, actually, kahit hindi na natin i-consider yon kung mag-negative man yung area natin, i-disregard lang natin yung sign. Pero kung positive, tama yung in-assume natin na kung anong upper graph doon sa actual. So, assume na lang tayo, let's say yung line yung f of x, tapos yung parabola yung g of x. So, di ba ang formula natin dito, kung gagamit tayo ng vertical strip, meaning kung halimbawa ito yung graph natin, assume natin na mas mataas yung line doon sa parabola. So, ito si f of x, ito si g of x. Okay? So, ang formula natin ay, kung gagamit tayo ng vertical strip, yung limit natin dapat ay x0 to x1, tapos f of x minus g of x dx. So, yung f of x, yung higher function, minus yung g of x, yung lower function. Kasi mas mataas tong line dito sa parabola, di ba? So, therefore, nakuha natin yung x0 tsaka x1, ano yun? Negative 2 tsaka 4. Tapos, yung f of x natin, so, dapat, nakasolve tayo for y explicitly. So, ito, solve natin for y, divide 2. So, y is equal to x plus 4 over 2. So, yun yung f of x natin. So, ito parang y2 minus y1. Dapat in terms of x. So, parang x plus 4 over 2 minus, tapos itong parabola, g of x, ito, y pa rin dapat. So, x squared over 4 naman. So, x squared over 4 dx. So, gamit na lang kayo ng calculator para masolve natin tong limit. So, the answer is 9. Okay? Therefore, we have the answer as letter D. Okay? Next, we have the area bounded by the curve y equals x squared. The x-axis and the line x equals 1 is rotated about the x-axis. Determine the volume generated. Okay, so graph muna natin. So, integral calculus ulit gagamitin natin dito. Okay? So, we have y and x-axis. So, sa parabola, madali lang naman i-graph to. So, when x is 0, y is 0. When x is 1 or negative 1, y is both 1. So, ito yung dalawang yon. Tapos, when x is 2 or negative 2, yung y natin ay 2 squared or positive 4. So, dito. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dito. Tapos, sa kabila, dito rin. So, parang ganito lang yung graph ng parabola. Okay, tapos yung x-axis, so ito na yun, di ba? Tapos yung line x equals 1. So, pag x is equal to 1, anong type of line yon? Vertical line. So, parang ganito siya. X is equal to 1. Tapos, yung area daw na nababounded by these three curves, yung x squared, x-axis, saka line x equals 1, asan yun dito? Ito yun, di ba? I-rotate daw about the x-axis. So, dito sa x-axis. So, parang magiging ganyan yan. Yung itsura niyan. Ano raw yung volume? So, parang cone siya, di ba? So, gamit tayo dito ng vertical strip. Kasi yung axis of rotation natin ay yung x-axis, which is horizontal. So, dapat vertical strip yung gagamitin natin para radius siya. So, ang formula natin for volume generated ay integral of pi r squared. Yung r squared natin this time ay yung higher function, which is yung etong quadratic natin, di ba? Itong parabola natin kasi mas mataas tong parabola dito sa x is equal to 0 o yung x-axis. So, parang x squared minus yung x-axis, which is kapag nirepresent natin as equation, y is equal to 0 yon. So, 0 lang to. Okay? Parang ito yung kanina, y2 minus y1. So, function of x dapat pareho. Tapos, naka-squared. Kasi diba, pi r squared yung area ng circle. Dx. Okay? So, itong dx, parang siya yung magiging height natin. Okay? So, meron na tayong volume. Area times height is equals to volume, diba? Tapos yung limit, x1 to x2. Tapos yung x1 tsaka x2, siya yung intersection ng tatlong lines na nag-bound dun sa area. So, diba ito yon 0 tsaka itong x is equal to 1. So, parang 0 to 1 yung limit. So, therefore, our final integral will be integral of pi x squared quantity squared dx from 0 to 1. So, gamit tayo ng calculator, masasolve natin to as pi over 5 or 0.628. Okay? So, therefore, the answer is letter D. Okay? Next, we have eliminate the arbitrary constants C1 and C2 in the following equation. Y is equal to C sub 1 e raised to negative 2x plus C sub 2 e raised to 3x. Okay, so, differential equation and elimination of arbitrary constants. So, di ba yung usual na gagawin natin dito kapag mag-eliminate tayo ng arbitrary constant, determine natin kung ilan yung constants. So, yun yung number of times na magdi-differentiate tayo. So, since na dalawa yung constant natin, magdi-differentiate tayo ng dalawang beses. Tapos, mabubuo natin, tapos kapag na-eliminate natin dun sa differentiate natin ng mga equations, yung C1 tsaka C2, makukuha na natin yung differential equation. So, parang itong given natin na to, siya yung solution dun sa differential equation na mabubuo natin. Pero dito sa item na to, hindi ko na gagawin yung differentiation. So, shortcut na lang. So, kapag ganito yung nakita yung solution, yung papa-eliminate yung arbitrary constant, yung meron kayong y na naka-equate sa constant multiplied by e raised to a certain power of any variable, let's say x. So, diba C1, e raised to negative 2x, tapos C2, e raised to 3x. So, parang parehong e yung exponential expression natin. Kapag ganito, homogeneous equation kasi siya. Ang shortcut natin, so, since meron tayong dalawang c, so, dalawang parentheses, gawa kayo. Tapos, isang d, tapos isang d. Okay? Yun di siya yung differential operator natin. Sa mamaya, papakita ko sa inyo anong gamit niya. Tapos, isulat nyo dun sa second term nung bawat d, yung, di ba, negative 2 yung exponential, yung numerical coefficient ng x natin dito. Opposite, so lagay nyo dito, plus 2. Tapos, itong 3x, positive siya 3x dito. So, lagay nyo dito, minus 3. Okay? Equal 0. Tapos, parang mag-file kayo. Diba? Parang binomial. D plus 2 times D minus 3. Okay? So, ganyan. So, parang D squared minus 3D plus 2D minus 6 is equal to 0. Or D squared minus D minus 6 is equal to 0. Ngayon, ito, imumultiply nyo both sides sa y. Okay? So, parang D squared minus D minus 6 times y is equal to 0 pa rin. Ngayon, itong y, i-distribute nyo. So, parang d squared y minus dy minus 6y is equal to 0. Ngayon, itong d operator, yung differential operator natin, kapag minultiply mo siya sa isang variable, let's say y, i-differentiate yung variable na yon, which is sa case natin ay y, doon sa exponent nung del operator natin, nung differential operator natin. So, since yung exponent natin dito ay 2, therefore, madi-differentiate twice yung y natin. So, parang y double prime. So, y double prime minus y prime minus 6y. So, itong d isa lang. So, y prime. Tapos, itong 6, walang d. So, 6y lang siya. Equal 0. So, therefore, ito na yung solution natin. Y double prime minus y prime minus 6y. So, the answer is letter A. Okay, so, applicable lang to kapag homogeneous tayo, So, kapag hindi tayo homogeneous, iba yung given natin, hindi natin pwedeng i-apply itong shortcut na to. Okay? Next, we have solve for the general solution of the following DE. 2xy dx plus 1 plus x squared quantity dy is equal to 0. Okay, so obviously, ano siya? Separable. So, pwede nating i-write itong differential equation as what? So, parang 2x over 1 plus x squared dx plus dy over y is equal to 0. Okay, so parang kinos-multiply ko dito yung 1 plus x squared, tapos itong y, binaba ko dito. Okay? Minanipulate ko lang tong differential equation natin para maging separable. So, pwede nating integrate both sides. Okay? So, integral ng 2x over 1 plus x squared dx plus integral ng dy over y is equal to integral of 0. So, parang, ito ay ano integral niyan? So, parang, pwede nating i-let u yung 1 plus x squared. So, du is equals to 2x dx. So, parang magiging ano yan? Itong 2x dx, ito na yan, diba? So, du over u integral. Plus, ito, pwede nating integral readily, dy over y, parang ln yan, diba? So, ln y is equal to, ito, 0. So, 0 to, tapos plus c. So, parang c na lang lagay natin dito. C. Okay? Tapos ito integrate natin. Parang ln u na lang din to kasi du over u, parang itong dy over y. Plus ln y is equals to c. Tapos yung u, originally, ano ba yon? 1 plus x squared, diba? So, substitute ngayon dito. ln of 1 plus x squared plus ln y is equals to c. Ngayon, pwedeng i-apply yung property of logarithm, diba? So, kapag meron kang plus, tapos same base, pareho silang ln, diba? So, base e. So, pwedeng pagsamahin. ln of 1 plus x squared times y is equals to z. Okay, so, pwede natin itong i-transform into exponential equation. So, parang, ano siya? E raised to c is equal to 1 plus x squared times y, right? Kasi itong ln parang log base iyan. Tapos 1 plus x squared y. So, e yung base, yung power natin, yung exponent natin ay yung c, tapos yung power natin ay itong 1 plus x times y. Ngayon, sa differential equation, itong e raised to c, kapag may constant, pwede nating i-rewrite as a single constant na lang din. Let's say c1. So, let c1 be equals to e raised to c. So, parang equal na lang to sa c1. So, therefore, our answer is 1 plus x squared y is equal to c1. Or kahit c na lang, depende naman sa gagamitan ng variable. Kasi dito sila yung ginamit. So, we have the answer is letter A. So, dinidistribute pa niya tong y. So parang dinistribute pa niya tong y. So, y plus x squared y is equal to z. Letter A. Okay? Next, we have a cone is inscribed in a hemisphere of radius r. If the cone and the hemisphere share bases, find the volume of the region inside the hemisphere but outside the cone. Okay, so drawing natin. So, yung cone daw ay naka-inscribe sa isang hemisphere. Pag sinabing hemisphere, kalahati ng sphere, right? So, parang ito siya. So, ito yung portion na yon, ito. Tapos, meron daw inscribed cone sa loob niya. So, nasa loob ng hemisphere yung cone. So, nag-share daw sila ng base, which is itong circle na to, di ba? So, therefore, yan din yung base nung cone. Okay? So, ang radius nila ay parehong r. Tapos, ano raw yung volume of the region inside the hemisphere but outside the cone? So, parang itong region na to, volume yan. Inside siya ng hemisphere pero outside siya nito sa cone. So, parang volume nung hemisphere minus volume nung cone. Okay, so ano ba yung formula natin for the volume of hemisphere? So, di ba ang volume natin for sphere ay 4/3 pi r cube. Kaso kalahati lang yung hemisphere. So, i-divide natin to by 2. So, parang 2/3 pi r cube. So, we have 2/3 pi r cube para sa hemisphere. Minus, anong volume ng cone? Volume ng cone, diba 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay? So, ano yung magiging h natin dito? So, diba naka-inscribe siya doon sa hemisphere? So, Therefore, etong center na to, para silang center ng base, magiging height din ng cone yung radius ng hemisphere, which is dapat r pa rin. Okay, so therefore, yung each natin for cone ay r pa rin. So parang 1/3 pi r squared times r. Kasi yung each natin ay same lang dun sa r, which is yung radius din ng hemisphere. So parang 2/3 pi r cube minus 1/3 pi r cube. Okay, so parang 2/3 minus 1/3 lang, tapos copy lang natin tong pi r cube. 2/3 minus 1/3 is simply 1/3. So 1/3 pi r cube, or pi r cube over 3. So therefore, the answer is letter A. Okay? Next we have, find the area of the circle whose equation is x squared plus y squared is equal to 6x minus 8y. So, para makuha natin yung area ng circle, kailangan natin i-transform itong equation niya into center radius form. So, parang ito yung form niyan. X minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared is equal to r squared. So, itong h siya k siya yung center, tapos itong r siya yung radius. So, parang magko-computing the square tayo. So, transpose natin itong 6x sa kabila. So, minus 6x plus, mag-iwan tayo ng blank kasi mag-add tayo ng isang term para makomplete yung square. Plus ito naman sa y squared. Then, transposein natin itong si negative 8a sa kaliwa, magiging positive 8y siya. Plus, yung i-add natin, leave natin as blank, is equal to 0. Okay, so, ganito mag-complete the square. So, yung middle term, divide nyo by 2. So, 6 divided by 2 is 3. Equals 3. Tapos, square nyo, so 9. So, lagay nyo dito, 9. So, kung nag-add kayo dito sa left side, dapat mag-add din kayo sa right side. So, magpa-plus 9 din kayo dito. Plus 9. And then dito sa y, ganun din, yung middle term na 8y, yung numerical coefficient niya na 8, divide natin by 2. So, divide 2, which is 4. And then, square natin. 4 squared is 16. So, sulat nyo 16. Add nyo 16. So, kung nag-add kayo sa left side, sa right side din, plus 16. Pwede na natin itong ma-factor. Perfect trinomial square na siya. So, parang x minus, kasi minus yung middle term. Tapos, yung square root nung in-add natin na 9 is 3. Tapos, quantity squared. Plus, ganun din sa y. Yung sign natin ay positive dun sa 8y. So, plus tayo. Tapos, yung square root nung 16 na in-add natin ay 4. Quantity squared. Equals, 9 plus 16 is 25. Okay. So, therefore, ito na yung nabuo nating equation. X minus 3, quantity squared, plus y plus 4, quantity squared is equal to 25. Now, para maging r squared tayo, masolve natin si r. Pwede na itong i-write as 5 squared, right? So, yung r natin bali dito ay 5. Tapos, yung center natin dito ay 3, negative 4. So, alam na natin yung radius nung circle na to. So, therefore, masasolve na natin yung area. Area of a circle is pi r squared. So, we have pi times 5 squared, or simply pi times 25, or 25 pi. So, the answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have, given x cos y plus y cos x equals 1, find dy over dx. So, implicit differentiation tayo kasi hindi nakasolve yung y explicitly in terms of x. So, parang equation form siya. So, magkahalo yung x sa y. So, kapag ganun, pwede natin itong ma-differentiate or mahanap yung dy over dx using implicit differentiation. Kapag implicit differentiation, kapag nag-differentiate tayo with respect sa isang variable, let's say x, yung isang variable na di-differentiate natin other than x, lalagyan lagi natin nung dy over dx. O kahit anong variable man yun. D, tapos yung variable over d, another variable. So, since yung variable natin dito ay y, tsaka x, tas i-differentiate natin with respect to dx or x, yung yung y natin, yung other variable natin other than x, which is y, lalagyan natin lagi ng dy over dx kapag din-differentiate natin. Nakamultiply lagi yung dy over dx. So, ganun kapag implicit differentiation. Kapag x yung variable na din-differentiate natin with respect to x, wala na tayong dy over dx. As is na lang na yung derivative na lang yung susulat natin. Okay, so illustrate natin. So, differentiate natin both sides itong given equation. Okay, so differentiate natin both sides with respect to x. So, parang, dito muna tayo sa first term, yung derivative ng x cos y with respect to x. So, parang product formula kasi may x saka cos y, product nila. So, product formula, differentiate muna natin tong first term na x. Anong derivative ng x with respect to x? So, 1 lang. So, sulat nyo 1. Tapos, wag nyo lalagyan ng dy over dx kasi sabi ko nga, with respect to x, yung dinidifferentiate natin at yung variable natin na dinidifferentiate ay x. Okay, so 1 lang. Tapos, copy si cos y plus, this time, copy muna natin yung first function na x. So, x, tapos derivative natin yung cos y. So, anong derivative ng cos y? Negative sin y, right? So, sulat nyo, negative sin y. And then, dahil nga, y yung dinifferentiate natin, hindi x, maglalagay tayo ng, or magmumultiply tayo ng dy over dx para dun sa y. Okay? So, tapos na tayo dito sa una. Dito tayo sa pangalawa, yung y cos x plus, so, ganun ulit. Differentiate muna natin yung first term na y. So, anong derivative ng y? 1. Kaso, dahil y yung dinifferentiate natin, hindi x, maglalagay tayo ng dy over dx. Tapos, copy natin yung cos x, yung second function. Plus, this time, copy naman natin yung first function, which is y, or first variable, which is y. Tapos, differentiate natin yung cos x. Ano yung cos x? Derivative niya, negative sin x. So, negative sin x. So, wala nang dy over dx kasi x yung differentiate natin. Equals. So, differentiate natin yung 1. Derivative of constant is 0. Okay? So, ngayon, pwede nating masolve si dy over dx. So, lahat ng may dy over dx, pagsamahin natin sa left side. So, parang x times negative sin y dy over dx. Tapos ito, plus cos x dy over dx is equal. So, dalawa lang sila. Transpose na natin tong mga to. So, negative sin xy, so magiging positive sin xy na siya. And nitong cos y, magiging negative cos y. Tapos, factor out natin tong dy over dx. So, magiging cos x. Ito, inuna ko muna si cos x. Tapos, ito, minus x sin y. Equals y sin x minus cos y. Tapos, divide natin both sides by cos x minus x sin y para dy over dx na lang yung left side, which is yung hinahanap natin, di ba? So, we have dy over dx now is equal to y sin x minus cos y over cos x minus x sin y. So, check natin kung meron ba sa choices. So, y sin x minus cos y over cos x minus x sin y. So, obviously, letter A. Okay? Okay, so I think dito ko muna puputulin yung part 1 natin for Engineering Board Exam Review Mathematics Refresher. So, abangan nyo na lang yung next upload ko for Mathematics Refresher Part 2. Okay? So, sana ay may natutunan kayo sa video na to at maraming salamat sa panonood.